Hello, I'm back again with another video talking about books like we always do. We're in a new location, as you can see, slightly better setup than Vietnam, but I think anything would be better than that. So today is going to be a quick and fun video. We're just going to talk about some short book recommendations for when you just want to read something quick, fast, basically books you can read in under a day. Now, this could be for any reason. As we spoke before, you could be trying to avoid a burnout, so you just want to get another book done before you start something else. You could have just finished a big series and you want something that is a bit more non-committal, I guess. Or maybe you just want to read some of these books. Who knows? There will be two parts of this video. There will be books that I recommend that are short stories or short books, which in my definition is usually under 200 pages, there or abouts. That's definitely doable in a day. And the second part, books that I want to read that are also short books. So let's get cracking. Recommendation number one I've spoke about before is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. This is a lovely book, super quick read. It's really nice and fast paced, has 4 little stories within the whole story, and I feel like that makes it more of a page turner. Definitely give that one a go. Good to read. Sorry, did you hear my stomach? Next on the list we have Animal Farm. Now this is a classic. If you haven't read this at school, then I suggest you do. You might have a little bit of a better relationship with it if you're not forced to read it, although technically I'm forcing you to read it. No, I'm joking, obviously not. This one is a good one, very quick, a lot happens, the writing is really profound, it's great. Have a little research. If you've never heard of this, where have you been? You're living under a rock. Just joking. The next book we have is actually a short story that I mentioned in my what I read in 2023 video, and this is called The 6 Deaths of a Saint. So this is a short story which is available on Prime Reading for free. So if you have that, go and check it out. And it was just a really cool read. Big recommendation. Read it in literally probably under an hour, I think. Even it was a very, very fast read. So as I said before, most books that are under 200 to 250 pages are definitely doable in a day, but obviously it depends what you also have to do in that day, if you have a lot of hours to dedicate to reading or not. For example, a book that takes 7 hours to read, you can read in a day, but not everybody has 7 hours to just sit down and consistently read. So you take it at your own pace, and obviously disclaimer, these are all subjective to my own reading pace. I tried to pick books that were widely regarded as being able to be read in one day. Obviously, I feel like as a reader, I'm a pretty average pace person. I don't think I'm particularly fast, but I don't think I'm slow either. Maybe I'm a good middle ground to go off. Let me know, how fast do you read? Are you a faster reader? And if you're not a reader and you're just here for the ride, just comment something random, why not? Boost the engagement. A little bit hot. So I do apologise for my hair. Again, I will be locating some conditioner today, so everything will be saved. Don't you worry, don't have to look at this anymore. Okay, moving on to books that I haven't read yet but would love to. Number 1, have The Great Gatsby. This is definitely a classic, spoken about, well-renowned, all that jazz. Secondly, we have The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now I know there is the mega book that has all 5 of the stories in it, but at least as far as I'm aware, the first book is relatively short. Actually, maybe all the books are relatively short, but don't hold me to that. Anyway, number 1 is, and I definitely would like to give that a go, and I will be able to do that when I return home because one of my friends actually gave me his spare copy of this book. So stay tuned for that one. Next on the list we have The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. I've never read Hemingway, but I've always wanted to, and this one is a short one. Fits today's theme. Not that I can say I've done that much research into the length of his other books. I would love to give it a go. If you've ever read anything by Hemingway, let me know. Lastly, we have another classic, Breakfast at Tiffany's. This is quite a short story again. Breakfast at Tiffany's is actually a novella. Breakfast at Tiffany's has always kind of been something I've heard about, but I've never actually really done any investigation. I know there's a really famous film with Audrey Hepburn in it. Never watched it, never read the book. So I would be very excited to see what this story is about and see how it goes. Now, obviously there are plenty of short stories and short books out there, and these are just some of the ones that I thought I would recommend, and also that I tell you that I intend on reading. So, you know, if you want to read them too, we can read them together. Come along for the journey. If you're new here, I'm Alice. I read books, but I also just kind of waffle and chat and all that jazz. So, you know, if you want to just listen, that's also great. You don't have to do the reading. It's not homework, you know. It's not, you have to do the mandatory reading. It's all good. It's all good. We want everybody here. Well, I think that's enough for today. We're now in our final location before we return home, which is Australia, mate. Sorry, was that good? Jokes. I can do it better, but I'm not going to. So watch me slowly get an Australian accent is basically what I'm telling you, because I am one of those people in life that mimic other people's accents literally by accident. I don't even realise I'm doing it until afterwards, and oh, it's not the best time, you know. If you want some life stories, some updates, let me know if you'd be interested. I'd give you the whole story, but it's all good. Excited for me to get an Australian accent, basically. I will still be uploading consistently every day, so don't worry, you're not gonna miss this beautiful face. Don't worry about it. Well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Have you subscribed? Have you done it? Good, thanks. Legendary. I do apologise for the whole waffle. I feel like I was quite chill in this video. I don't feel I was really intense, so let me know if you like the vibe. Anyway, until tomorrow, I'll see you in the next one. Bye! But as far I'm aware, I do apologise if now I've drawn attention to it, but you can hear the ticking of the clock in the background. But you know, it's just a reminder that all our days are limited. No, I'm joking. Bye, bitch.